Alma here, so happy to see you. Today's video is all about post-baby wardrobe. The truth is, I did some videos when I was pregnant from my last baby, but I haven't really talked about the post-baby wardrobe. And if you have had a baby and it was some time ago or maybe just recently, you know by now that it is actually much more difficult to get dressed once you've had the baby. So usually we worry so much when we are pregnant about, what am I going to wear with this massive belly? How can I get dressed this way? But then we don't think that there is any style life after having babies. Of course, we are worried about our babies. The thing is, actually, style was what saved me when I had my first one. And it's because I was actually caught up into that yoga pant rant, what I call it, in that yoga pant cycle. Because the truth is, after having a baby, you don't recognize your body. It's like the rules of the game have completely changed. And you go to your wardrobe and there is nothing you love when you put it on. And those pieces used to look really good on you, but for some reason, they are not working right now. Your body has changed. Well, first of all, keep in mind, you've been carrying a life for almost a year, which is pretty awesome. And it completely makes sense that your body right now, it's not where it used to be. So today I want to share with you 5 keys that have helped me big time this second time around with baby number 2 to feel really good in my clothes. And by that, I don't mean that my body was back or I was dressing with the same clothes I was dressing before having my baby. No, I don't mean that. I mean that I knew how to play this game this time around. Okay, ready? Key number 1, embrace where you are. This is the most important one. And I didn't know if put it in the first one, because you might be like, whatever. But it is so important to acknowledge what you've done, acknowledge where you are at. And it is really important that you're not trying to dress for who you were before having your baby, okay? You are where you are right now, and what we're gonna do is to learn the new rules and make it happen, because there are some amazing assets you have that we definitely need to take advantage of, okay? So number 1, surrender, embrace it. You can do this, okay? Number 2, let me look at my notes. Yes, this is a huge one that I discovered with baby number 1. And it is to have an open mind to try new styles you might have never tried before. And by new styles, I specifically want to talk about one type of style that 80% of the women who come to me thinking, how do I dress right now? Look at me like you're nuts when I talk about it. And it is oversized styles. Yes. Many people use oversize to just cover everything, and they do look bigger. But wearing oversize doesn't mean you have to look bigger. It is actually such an amazing way of dressing when you had a baby not so long ago, or maybe some time ago, and your body has changed, but your beautiful figure can be shown and needs to be shown, okay? So you need to focus on this. When you have a baby, most likely your waistline starts to show up again, okay? So you can focus on showing your figure from the front, but you don't necessarily need to show the midriff area, which is going to be obviously recovering from having a baby, and it might take you 3 years for your midriff to go back to where it is. So what? Or maybe never. But then you have these resources for you to dress and not caring about, my baby, like my midriff volume is showing up in my clothes or my old clothes, okay? So the keys for oversize to work for you are fabric and movement, okay? The first one, fabric. You want the fabric to have a little bit of weight. It doesn't need to be a super heavy fabric, especially in summer, but you want it to have some type of weight. And that is because when you're wearing oversize and you walk, your figure is going to show up, okay? If the fabric has some type of weight, your figure is going to be enhanced, okay? And it's not gonna allow to show every single detail in your body. Whereas if you wear fabrics that are too thin or they don't have much weight, your figure is not gonna be shown, okay? So for instance, I'm gonna show you a type of dress that never, ever, ever in my life would have bought before having a baby. And the truth is, this dress has been a game changer. As you can tell, it's oversized. It's way oversized. But the weight of the cotton makes it for me to walk and show my figure. I actually have an Instagram post with this dress, and I'm gonna put it below for you to see what I'm talking about, okay? The amazing thing about oversize is that you can also modify every single thing with accessories, okay? And I'm going to talk about this in in one of the keys, okay? But do not be afraid of going for oversize, because I know you might have tried big oversized pieces before and you might have been saying like, oh my God, look at me in that picture. I look like a potato bag. I know. But if you follow my tips, you are going to start loving it. You need to have that open mind and start experiencing, because you will be very much surprised by what I'm telling you. So all the pieces I have here, I actually bought them when I was pregnant or I just had a baby, but I'm gonna go through these before. That's why I stopped, because I don't want to reveal all the keys. Anyway, next key, layer it like you mean it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because layers help create contrast, okay? So for instance, it is most likely that if you're still breastfeeding, your boobs are much bigger than they are. And if you had no or very little boob volume, you might be super happy. But for instance, in my case, they were huge and I didn't know what to do with them. And the truth is, wearing layers that didn't have a lot of tapering lines, but also allowed some space, help create some contrast. And also the vertical lines of the jacket, for instance, help bring the attention to my face, which is where I wanted the attention to be. Okay, so this is a type of jacket that I bought. And you see, it doesn't have any tapering lines, anything. You really don't need to worry about that effect. But the truth is, it made me feel great because the layers create the contrast and they will help you also camouflage any midriff volume that you have. Okay, so if it's summer, this type of pieces are great to camouflage that midriff volume. See, there is one layer here and one layer there. See? So even though this is a light fabric, wearing layers is completely disguising any volume in your midriff, and they are flowy, they flow, they are amazing, they create movement, and you want to create movement to show that dynamic aspect of yours. Amazing. Okay, next key. Let me look at my notes. Look at me. Accessorize it. Accessorize it like you mean it. Okay? Accessories are awesome. And I was talking to you about the oversize, and I wanted to tell you, oh my God, you need to accessorize. Accessories are going to be the key for you to start playing with it. So an amazing strategy for you to create a post-baby wardrobe, it's actually getting types of pieces like these that are oversized, and then and you want good quality, because if you buy a few of them and then you start accessorizing them, people are not going to notice. And also you are going to feel different every day. Okay, so necklaces, scarves, earrings, anything you can think about, accessories. Again, bringing attention to your face. That's what you want, because many days you just don't feel like showing off everything. So for instance, the dress that I was showing you before, I wear this dress and I always wear it with a necklace because it is oversized and you want some type of detail that it's going to help to be a reference to go back to your face. Okay, ready? We're gonna go back to the keys that we did. We did key number 1, embrace where you are. Key number 2, have an open mind and oversize. Key number 3, layer it. Key number 4, accessorize it like you mean it. And then key number 5. Okay, this has been the biggest game changer this time around after having Rafa, Bob number 2. And it is, and you're gonna be like, really? You're telling me this now? I bought 90% of my post-baby wardrobe when I was pregnant. So, you might say, do you tell me this now? I already had my baby. I'm not gonna have more. Okay, so the reason I'm sharing with you this key is number 1, because you can share it with your friends, pregnant friends, and tell them, buy your clothes now and follow my tip. That's one. And second, because you can have those clothes that you used to wear when you were pregnant as a reference for what I'm going to say. The reason I bought my clothes when I was pregnant is that when you're around month 5, 6, you already lose your definition on your waistline, and you have that volume on your midriff. Okay, so it is the perfect time to buy post-baby wardrobe because your size is already going to be bigger, and you can already think about what you're gonna feel like wearing after having the baby. Obviously, I know. I already had one and I know what was going to happen. But what you can do right now is all those pieces that you already discarded because they were from when you were pregnant. Look at them. See how you used to dress in them. Pay attention. You are not wearing so many tapering lines. Pay attention to what else? The sizes. So what I was doing, my strategy when I started buying was not buying maternity clothes. Actually, the only clothes that I bought that were maternity clothes were the jeans that have the actual elastic band. Prepare for your growing belly. But that's it. Everything else were either oversized items or pieces that had straight shape but in a bigger size. All these pieces here, even this dress. I was never an off-shoulder woman. And when I was pregnant, I bought this dress. Straight, but still with movement. So it shows my figure. So there you go. The 5 keys I've given you. I hope this is helpful because I've been wanting to tell you about this for a while. I get all these questions all the time. But just keep in mind the importance for you to feel good in your clothes and start getting out of that yoga pant cycle, because it is key for you to thrive and for you to be a better mom and for you to enjoy life, my dear. So I would love to hear from you right now. If you can put some comments below, ask questions, share away. I would love to hear from you. I will see you in the next time. Bye.